All right, let's get into it. Today we are tearing down a seriously twisting techno-thriller. We're going to talk about a war that isn't fought with bullets or bombs, but with memory itself. Imagine a system that's not designed to kill you, but to make it so you never even existed. But let's start with a question, and it's a chilling one. What if everything that makes you, well, you, your childhood, your triumphs, your mistakes, what if all of that could be rewritten? Or even worse, just deleted. Not from a hard drive, but from your own head. That's the nightmare we're diving into. So our way into this whole mess is a man named Arjun Sen. Now, this guy was a big deal. He was at the center of this huge investigation called White Veil. A hero, for sure, but he also made some powerful enemies. And now, his whole reality is starting to unravel. And it all kicks off with something so mundane, something we've all probably done. He Googles himself. He types his name, the investigation that put him on the map, and he hits search, fully expecting to see all the headlines, the articles, his own face staring back at him.
Instead, nothing. Just absolute digital silence. And get this, it's not that the articles are gone. No, it's as if the whole thing, Arjun Sen included, just never happened. His entire history has been surgically cut out of the world.
While he's still trying to process this, his phone rings. And on the other end, there's this cold, synthate voice. It says one thing, this one cryptic message. And just like that, he's been introduced to the enemy. An enemy that isn't just trying to hurt him, it's trying to delete him. But this is way bigger than just one guy. At the exact same time that Arjun's past is being wiped clean, someone else's life is also spiraling, hunted by that same invisible force. You see, this war has two fronts. You've got Arjun, who the system calls a memory anomaly. His past is vanishing. And then you have Mira, a recalled operative who is on the run, her future being actively hunted. They're basically strangers, but they're trapped in these parallel nightmares, both run by Ghost Protocol. So, what is this thing, really? Ghost Protocol isn't an army. It's a system, an algorithm. And it's terrifying because it weaponizes our modern, digital world against us. Its goal isn't assassination, it's so much bigger than that. It wants to completely erase a person's existence digitally and historically. It literally rewrites reality. Okay, but if you thought that was bad, this is where it gets into real psychological horror territory. Because the protocol's reach goes way beyond computers and the internet. It can get inside the one place you think is totally safe, your own mind.
I mean, look at this arsenal. It is absolutely terrifying. Arjun starts having these manipulated dreams, these visions of a memory rewrite happening to him. At the same time, Mira finds out she's not just being watched by cameras, no, she's being tracked by a signal coming from inside her own brain. They're fighting a weapon that's targeting consciousness itself.
And then, after a really dangerous trip into her own subconscious, Mira discovers the true scope of this whole thing. She finds a countdown clock, 72 hours. And it's not just ticking for her, or for Arjun. It's ticking for all of us.
So a countdown to what, exactly? Well, the ultimate goal of Ghost Protocol is a complete civilization reboot. A full-scale reset of society, of history, of memory, on a global scale. Just, wow.
To even stand a chance, Mira has to do something called a neural dive. It's this incredibly risky process of basically plugging into her own brain, navigating the chaos of her own memories to find the secrets that Ghost Protocol buried in there.
And inside her own mind, it is pure chaos. And she's not alone in there. Some kind of shadowy digital ghost, a backdoor left by the original White Veil program, confronts her. And it says this: it claims her own memories as its property. As the mental battle rages on, the program's logic becomes horrifyingly clear. To this system, a person with free will, with memories it can't perfectly control, that's not a feature. That's a bug, an anomaly that has to be fixed or deleted. And in that fight, Mira finds the real truth. Before Ghost Protocol, there was something called Project Janus. And it didn't just erase memories, it used them as hiding spots for code. It turned the human brain into a biological hard drive and a key. And that means Mira isn't just a target. Her brain holds the living password needed to kick off the final reboot. She is the weapon.
Right when things seem completely hopeless, a savior seems to step out of the shadows. A man who claims to be leading the resistance, someone who might just have the key to stopping this whole nightmare.
His name is Aniruddha. Turns out he was a top operative for White Veil, the very organization they're fighting. The official story is that he's dead, but here he is, leading a secret resistance. He seems like a fallen hero, fighting the machine he helped build. He is their only hope.
Until he says this. And this, right here, is the plot twist that just shatters everything. Aniruddha isn't the savior, he is the architect. The entire resistance was a sham, a perfectly designed trap to lead Arjun and Mira exactly where he wanted them. Their hope wasn't real, it was just another part of his program.
After that betrayal, the threat changes into its final and its most terrifying form. The line between our heroes and the protocol hunting them, it just completely dissolves.
And what about Arjun? The man this whole thing started with? Well, his mind wasn't just being targeted, it was being used. Aniruddha had planted a dormant kill switch, a hidden fallback personality deep inside his brain. It means Arjun can be remotely controlled, turned into a puppet to protect the protocol's secrets. He's a walking, talking time bomb.
And here it is, the final chilling twist. After they try to destroy the main system, it doesn't really die. It just adapts. A piece of the Ghost Protocol code latches onto Arjun's consciousness. It survives by becoming a part of him. It gives him all its knowledge, but it fundamentally compromises who he is.
Which leaves us with this final haunting question. The fight isn't for the world anymore, or for history. The last battlefield is the human soul. When the enemy is a part of you, a voice in your own head, how do you even begin to fight back? Who really wins the war for who you are?